back in DayZ on the Xbox, but we've got exciting news today around the PlayStation 4 version of DayZ. That's right. Just to clarify, this is the Xbox version. But yeah, the PlayStation 4 version is set to release on May 29th, 2019. 5th to the 29th. This comes from the PlayStation blog. So I'm just, yeah, I mean, it's usually definite, I think. I didn't see anything on any of the Bohemia pages for announcements and stuff, which is a bit odd. Could also be because this is kind of the weekend, so they didn't really say anything. But, I mean, I take the PlayStation blog as being an official source regarding the release of the game. And yeah, I kind of just wanted to chat a bit about sort of what to expect with that. Certainly surprising. I didn't think it would come out so... I don't know, I just didn't think it would come out around now. I was thinking more around E3 and stuff, but I guess this is kind of around then, so it's not totally weird that it's happening. So yeah, pretty soon. I emailed in about checking it out, so hopefully I'll get that. Maybe I'll just grab it and do some videos. I'm assuming some people wanted to, you know, see that, get my thoughts on that version of the game. So what I'm expecting is it won't necessarily look like this, because this is the One X. You know, we're on Xbox One X here, so I don't think it'll look this great. I think it'll look like an improved version of the Xbox One version. It could look better. Like, you know, I don't know for sure. We haven't seen it, right? We're gonna have to wait and see. There's been like no gameplay or anything of it. But I would imagine, just for streamlining sense, they're either gonna make it like, I wonder if the PS4 Pro could like run it exactly like this. I don't know. This one has issues, and there's a lot of power here. So I'm just kind of thinking version-wise what we're gonna get. Just kind of going from like the history of the developers, I would expect the versions to sort of mirror other versions, because they're going to be, it's easier. Is there a knife in that? Yeah, I want the knife. It's easier to have versions that are the same, and then you can deploy them kind of the same. And another thing I had thought about was like, well, what version of DayZ is it going to launch with? Could this be like a sneaky 1.03 release? I mean, 1.03. I just want to go back to the shot. Can we get the shot here where it's like, you see the mouth? It's like, blah, 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 blah. Look at the teeth. You can see all the teeth in there. Disgusting. Love it. Sorry. So I'm like, you know, what version is it going to get? I would think it would launch with 1.02, so they could get all the kinks out. But maybe the reason 1.03 is, you know, I don't think it's taking a long time, to be honest. Like, development-wise, it seems to be right on pace. No official announcement on that. But maybe we'll see 1.03 come out at the same time on Xbox, and the PlayStation version will be on 1.03 too. I think most likely it'll be on 1.02, just because it's easier and they've got an idea of that. And it might delay the Xbox updates just in terms of content, because again, they're going to want to get the consoles kind of updating together, if that makes sense, just to like push out updates quicker. I don't think they'll stagnate things further between the different platforms that are available. What is that zombie doing? Is he gonna come after me, or what are we doing here, man? I want to know if I could fill my water bottle, or if you're gonna like come at me. Well, it's hotkeyed, so do your thing, zombie. Let's fill it up. Yeah, but that's kind of what I had to say about the PS4 version. Just the fact that it is, it's coming. I'd wait for the official sort of Bohemia thing. Yeah. because you know you're gonna get more of an official statement and you'll get news on what they're doing probably early in the week. I guess they'll have a full note about whether or not you know, screw it, we're gonna kill this guy, whether or not it is officially coming. I don't know if there's ever been delays. I'm not too familiar with the PlayStation blog and how accurate the releases are, but I mean, if it's an official Sony thing and it's got a release date and it says it's coming on this day, it's, you know, I would assume it's coming on that day. I would take them at their noted article word posting. Could get delayed too, maybe, I don't know, we'll have to see. I just think it's kind of interesting, the fact that it came out of nowhere. I thought we'd have some like built-up anticipation where they'd be like, "Hey, yo, DayZ PS4s are coming," and you'd be like, "What? When's it coming?" They'd be like 2 or 3 weeks away. You'd be like, "No way!" Because I was also looking at the PlayStation Store. I didn't see any, you know, store page up for it yet, because I was wanting to see if I get an idea of like, you know, just the write-up or details about the file size. So what we have on the actual post for information is the fact that yeah, this the post-Soviet country of Chernarus, I don't know, whatever this place is called, is struck by an unknown virus, turning the majority population into frenzied, infected. Fighting over resources has bred a hostile mentality among survivors, driving what's left of humanity to collapse. You are one of the few immune to the virus. How far will you go to survive? Dun dun dun. Just like a question mark, but they don't have the dun dun dun. I thought that was more thematically suspenseful. But that's really all there is about it. I mean, there's no other details. Well, there are no other details about this. Even on the forums, they haven't really replied or gone out for anything. It's mostly people just talking about like what I was thinking, where it's like, oh, you should wait till you know, Bohemia kind of does something. So I mean, I wouldn't expect this to be a super polished version of the game at launch. I don't know. It's kind of nice that Xbox has a preview program, because then they get to you know, test out the game and stuff on that platform, whereas on PlayStation they're just going to kind of plunk it down. And I mean, they've had a longer time to develop it and kind of get a hold of consoles, but believe it or not, the PlayStation 4 is kind of a little bit different. It should be interesting to see the controls and everything on that one. I imagine they'll be the exact same, but, you know, just for that layout. My question is going to be like, is there going to be a high demand for the game on that console? Is it going to be super popular? I don't know. Like, this was actually originally announced for PlayStation when it was coming to consoles, because I think I was at that E3. I was pretty sure I was standing there in the crowd. I was like, what? I think that was the one. I don't know. This is a long time ago. I just remember that. And being an Xbox player, I was like, oh, okay, well, another thing we didn't lock up on that platform. But yeah, now it's kind of, you know, the fate has turned. I finished water and actually got it in the bin there with my throw. It was pretty sick. But yeah, I mean, it's a coming. People still shooting guns over here. That was crazy. If you missed the last stream, it was some pretty intense action going on there. I don't know why I swung like that. Just a violent person, apparently. Ooh, I feel tired all of a sudden. I have no idea what's going on today. Super awkward situation. Maybe I'll go over it later. But flat top. Yeah, it was just kind of so funny earlier. But also, I don't think there'll be what is it? I think it'll be like there'll be a pro version, but I don't think there'll be a VR version of the game. Because I know some people were asking about that, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think you're going to see PSVR DayZ at least anytime soon. It would be very surprising if that's kind of what they've been working towards. But I think you'll just kind of get the standard version of it. I'm guessing you'll need PlayStation Plus to play it, which means I'll have to get like I don't know, hopefully they'll give me another free 10 days or 3 days or something, so I can get a feeling of it. I'll probably do some video guides or something on it. If you guys want to see that, let me know. I'll probably do like a couple videos and like a review of it. Whoa. I'm getting shot at, but oh, they're up there. Anyways. Yeah, like I'll do a tips and tricks probably.
He's still over there though.
They know. I can hear them talking.
I don't even know if the slugs will make it from here. Probably.
I don't know if this is gonna work. It's not really a lot of grass cover. But it's kinda neat that it's coming out. I think he sees me. Crawling along here. I think they can see me. Maybe not. I wonder if I could sneak up on them. What am I gonna do? Bash their heads in with the crowbar? It's a weird building to be on. Locked doors, very smart. Wonder if that guy saw me. I just swear I just saw somebody like a ghillie suit there. These guys are like a gang. They're way onto this roof without running into somebody. Dun 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 dun. Because the other guy went on the ground there. Ah, that's a lot of dead bodies. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hopefully wait for them up here. And then when they come back, I'm going to get them. This is probably a very stupid idea. This is not going to work at all. I don't know what my game plan is here, but this just evolved into something very strange. This is not a way onto the roof. This is, okay. Huh. This is a very funny situation. Wonder if I surprised him at all. Whoa. That was so intense. Like I got him like he was clipping blood. That's cool. I did not see that. I don't know, did I handle that well? I think that's kind of funny. Yeah. So back to the PlayStation 4 version of the game. I'm assuming it's gonna have its own funny little, like, glitchy little quirks to it. You know, I'm just, like, assuming that's how it's gonna go. Where do we spawn at? I don't know. Maybe south-ish? We'll just follow along the road this way. Because I want to someday maybe get to the prison island or something. I don't know, think about the new adventures we can have on the PlayStation 4 version. I imagine the world itself will be like the same, and it'll have the same mechanics. I don't think they'll make it a lower version of the game. Like, I'm fairly confident it'll be a par with what Xbox has to offer in terms of, like, you know, content. I think maybe they will actually go with the exact base Xbox One version, at least for, like, the non-PS4 Pro. Just because it'll run hopefully better because there's a little bit more power there. I think that would be a good idea. And I know some people might not like it, but logically it just seems like it would make sense, and then you wouldn't have as many performance issues and stuff. Well, hopefully, we're not like I'm not sure how much of it is actually like locked onto the servers of this game. You know, just in terms of like lag issues and everything like that. Like I know the servers have a lot to do with this because they got to support 60 players and stuff, and I imagine that number will be the same on that platform. But yeah, it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's doing. I want to do, like I said, I'll probably do a review of it, you know, just like how it's running, everything like that, maybe a few other side videos, and tips and tricks. Because that's always good for getting views. Gotta make those bills going into E3, am I right? Yeah. Just, that's kind of what I'm guessing. You know, just at a glimpse, just what I've seen production-wise and other releases and that. That's how I'd assume that this one would go. Anyways, on to my super hilarious awkward story that I kind of teased a bit. So yeah, like the one episode a little bit back, I was not feeling great because I had a sudden removal of me from someone's live. And then I sent them like a, you know, kind of like a farewell message that sort of tied things off well on the Thursday or whatever. Kind of like, oh, you know, you were cool and all, and sorry, or shame things didn't, you never say sorry. I've learned that. It was like, shame things didn't work out and stuff. And then I like kind of accidentally called today. I didn't mean to, and then, well, I wanted to, but at the same time I was like, not a good idea. And then I did, and then I only like called for like 2 rings, and I was like, oh no. I was like, that's gonna look bad. So then I called for 5 rings because I was like, okay, I gotta be like, hey, no, and I should have just maybe texted, which was not a good idea, you know. And then they're like, I do not want to talk to you. We're like, don't call me, I do not want to talk to you. I was like, oh damn, this is hostile. And this is someone that was like super into me like a week ago, basically. And I was like, huh, this is surprising. What is this? Can I not get this? Is this glitched in the bed? I want this gun. I want the shotgun. Is it glitched in there? Shotgun, come back. Please. We can go and shoot everyone. Shotgun, come back. Oh my god, it's really wedged through that bed, isn't it? Anyways, and that was the situation. And then what was it? There was like some other little funny like back and forth text where they're like, I was like, versus accent, leave you alone. Sorry. And they're like, thank you, please don't. And then I was like, what? Well, I didn't say what. I was just kind of sitting there puzzled. I'm like, I know what you mean. And then they're like, please don't call, I mean. And I'm like, I know, sorry. And yeah, that is the end of that one. I feel really good about it though. You know, it feels nice to have like that definite thing where it's like, you know, we're finished and stuff. And then, yeah, so much awkwardness. I'm way too awkward with stuff like this, which is kind of funny. But, you know, what can you do, right? There we go. That is the shotgun. Oh my god. Sometimes you just gotta lay down and pick things up. But yeah, this is a great shotgun. Usually you'll find ammo for it, so I mean, I hope that's the case. Usually there's buckshots like everywhere. I can't wait to load up on this. But yeah, I mean, I like to tell you guys what's happening life-wise occasionally. Later on in the video, so people aren't whining about it. Only the dedicated people see it, but I don't know, it's just funny. I really am honest with things, and it's so weird that people, like, when I talk to them and I communicate and know them, I try to make it a point where it's like, if you're having, really, BK113 too? If you're having issues and stuff, you can just literally chat with me. I'm pretty easygoing and easy to communicate with, if you know what I mean. Like, it's like, same on YouTube, I try to respond to all the comments and stuff. I try to be, like, friendly in that. I don't want to cause any issues for people. I don't know, I was like, you know, what can you do, right? You just gotta go and meet other folks. BK1. Did I get 2 shotguns? I guess I could load both of them with... You know how hard it is for me to find, like, one of these shotguns sometimes? And I found 2 of them? Life is so weird sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, life is strange, like those games. Life can be such a strange thing, and you just gotta kind of go with the flow, keep doing your thing, and then hope everything kind of turns out well. I just get, like, so shocked. If you know what I mean, like, one day you're all cool and stuff, and the next, it's like, oh, screw this guy. How do I keep loading these? I thought I could just hold Y. Can I only load one in this thing? Single shot. Is that because of this buckshot, or? This one's loading now. Need some classic glasses. Now I'm looking. Look like a smart guy. So why won't this one? There we go. Now it's loading. Jeez. So now I got two shotguns that I can kind of switch between. So that's good. I feel like a straight up badass with all this stuff. Guess we should put the splitting axe over there. We've also got a pistol too if we can find a magazine for it. But yeah, pretty good day. I'm sure we'll have more info on the PS4 version in the future too. And yeah, next time I go to play Xbox, I got some shotgun in action for ya. Yeah.